This is my subject's first attempt in reading Fetch by Vicky Bravo.
There was an old man who lived at the top of a very red mountain. He had no one with him but his dog, named is Pet. Since the was very old and his kids of their 10 bullets, he could not go down the mountain and climb up again. The village people at the foot of the mountain were also too busy to be able to see the old man at the mountain top. Every time he feel lonely, the old man will cold fight and lets him get some down the mountain. That can music him. Fierce fate got him abandoned. Master said, the dog here is a gift from the man whose house is full music. When the old man become lonely again, fight got him something from the village. Next fight went down the mountain, and when he come back, he found a sangka. The master here is gift from the man whose house is full of playing. Fight said the next thing he ground from the village for the old man were a pet monkey, a parrot, a music box with, he said, were also gift from different people. One day, who were there, the old man needed someone else see the world amuse him. Fight hurriedly went down the mountain from the east side to west side and ground and back again, just to find one last thing that could amuse his Mr. Page. Tell get to the village people. So the people went up the mountain and soon decided to build their house around the old man's house. The old man was very happy. He thanked his dog Pet, saying, "You have served me well. You have fetched me the village. I am pleased."
This is my Miss Q video analysis for the first attempt of my subject reading Fetch by Vicky Bravo.
There was an old man who lived.
She omitted letter D and the word lived and pronounced it as live.
at the top of a very red mountain.
She pronounced very as very.
He have
She read high as hub.
no one with him but
She substituted him with them.
his dog name is Pet.
She read named as Nemis and fetch as fet.
Since thou was very old man,
She pronounced since as sings.
old and his care
She unsuccessfully corrected niece.
of ten, 10
She successfully corrected often.
bullets.
She read wobbled as wallets.
He could
She read could as cold.
not go down the mountain and climb up
She substituted climb with climb.
again. The village people at the foot
She read foot as fault.
of the mountain were also
She read were as were but successfully corrected in his second attempt.
too busy
She read busy as bossy.
to be ugly
She read able as able.
to see the old man at the mountain top every day.
She inserted rate between every and time.
Time he feel lonely.
She omitted letter D and hid and read as he. He read lonely as lonely.
The old man will call
She pronounced wood as wold.
fight and
She pronounced fetch as fight.
lets him
She read let as let's.
get some mean
She read something as somming.
down the mountain. That
She pronounced that as the, but successfully corrected in her second attempt.
can who seek him
She pronounced amuse as amuse.
fierce fate got
She pronounced fetch as fet.
him a bandur.
She pronounced banduria as bandur.
Master said the dog here is a gift from the man whose house is full music
She omitted the word of.
when the old
She pronounced music as music.
man become
She pronounced became as become.
lonely.
She pronounced lonely as lonely.
Again fight
She pronounced fetch as fight.
go
She pronounced got as goat.
hem something
She pronounced something as some.
from the village next fight
She pronounced fetch as fight.
went down
She omitted the letter T in the word went and read as when.
the mountain, and when he come back
She read came as come.
he found
She read brought as browned.
a sangka.
She read sangka as sungka.
The master
She inserted the before master.
here is gift
She omitted the article A between S and gifts.
from the man who
She read whose as who.
house is full of playing.
She read playthings as playing.
Fight said
She pronounced fetch as fight.
the next thing
She omitted letter S and read as thing.
ground
She pronounced brought as ground.
from the village, for the old man were a pet monkey,
She pronounced were as were.
a parrot, ang
She pronounced end as ang.
a music box
She pronounced music as music.
with.
She pronounced which as with.
He said, were also give
She omitted letter S from the word gifts.
from different people
She pronounced different as different.
one day who were there.
She pronounced however as whoever.
The old man needed
She pronounced needed as ned.
some.
She pronounced something as something.
Elsie the
She pronounced else as Elsie.
world
She pronounced wood as world.
amuse him. Fight hurriedly
She pronounced hurriedly as hurriedly.
went down the mountain from the east, said
She pronounced side as said.
to west, said
She pronounced side as said.
and ground,
She pronounced around as ground.
and back again, just to find one last thing.
She pronounced thing as thing.
The cold
She pronounced that as the. She pronounced could as cold.
amuse
She pronounced amuse as amuse.
his Mr.
She pronounced master as mister.
Faith, Page, tell
She substituted talked with telled.
get to the village people, so the
She pronounced so as Sue in his first attempt but corrected in his second attempt.
people went up the mountain, and some
She pronounced soon as some.
decided
She pronounced decided as this dead.
to build their house around the old man's house. The old man was very happy. He thanked
She read thinked as thinked.
his dog Fat,
She read fetch as fet.
saying, you have served
She read served as served.
me well, you have fetched
She read fetched as fetched.
me the village. I am pleased.
She omitted the letter D in the word pleased and read as please.